when we analyze the universe from a scientific as well as a spiritual perspective, we begin to learn and understand that there is a design or a pattern to this universe. I refer to this as a universal blueprint. Where do we see examples of this blueprint or this design? In fact, we see it everywhere in our universe. We see it all over nature. And we see this in the form of mathematical sequences and equations like Fibonacci's sequence or pi. And so the universe does seem to have a pattern to it, a design, and we can prove this existence, or we can prove the existence of this design with mathematical equations like pi. Very famous theories and equations like Pythagoras' theorem, as well as art by Da Vinci and many other people, all seem to refer to a mathematical design, a blueprint, a perfect equation. And so, yes, we can begin to say that the universe has a specific blueprint, a specific design. However, this goes even deeper than that. And we can tie this universal blueprint or this design to spiritual aspects. For example, the mentions of a God in religions like Christianity, Hinduism, and Islam. This God seems to be everywhere. This God seems to be the infinite creator of the universe. And in fact, we are now, in our day and age, beginning to confirm the existence of this God or this creator with mathematical and scientific findings like Fibonacci's sequence or pi, as well as studying the art of many famous people, for example, Da Vinci. What's even more interesting about this universal design or blueprint is that we even see it in sacred geometry. Or what I mean to say is that we see sacred geometry everywhere. And what's amazing about sacred geometry is mathematical. And so the shapes we see in our own universe when we are analyzing sacred geometry actually have mathematical sequences to them. And we can tie these mathematical sequences or equations to things like the golden ratio or phi. And so really what I'm trying to make you understand is that we are living in an extremely complex universe. However, we can begin to understand the type of universe we are in if we can pinpoint or analyze specific mathematical equations, which would ultimately mean that there is a design to the universe. And so if we can see this design with mathematical equations as well as sacred geometry, ultimately we are living in a geometric universe. And this ties into amazing research, for example, cymatics, which is the study of sound frequencies in water. And we can actually see sacred geometric shapes or patterns being formed in water with sound frequencies alone. And so sound alone can form geometric patterns that we can't see with our eyes, but we can analyze with microscopes. Does this mean that when we speak, we are producing geometric patterns that flow out into the universe? Perhaps so. And this is the science that we ought to tap into and begin to learn and understand as we expand our consciousness and evolve as humans here on this planet.